Welcome to the path of Stoic. Have you ever noticed that some men seem to have an almost magnetic presence? Women gravitate toward them, conversations flow effortlessly, and there's this undeniable chemistry in the air. What's their secret? It's not just their looks, charm, or words. It's something far more subtle and powerful. It's touch. That's right. How and where you touch can completely change the dynamic of any interaction. Touch is one of the most primal forms of communication. It bypasses logic and speaks directly to our emotions. But here's the catch. It's not just about any touch. It's about knowing how to touch respectfully, confidently, and at just the right moments. When done right, touch has the power to bridge emotional gaps, spark deep attraction, and leave a lasting impression that words never could. Today I'll show you 5 hidden touch points that most men overlook but can ignite instant attraction. And no, it's not about being pushy or obvious. It's about subtlety and finesse. Trust me. These techniques can completely transform your connections with women. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to create chemistry in ways you've never imagined. One of these touch points might even shock you. Touch is one of the most powerful forms of non-verbal communication, backed by science. Releases oxytocin. Physical touch triggers the release of oxytocin, often called the love hormone. This hormone fosters feelings of trust, bonding, and emotional connection. Breaks down barriers. A subtle touch helps break the invisible wall between two people, creating a sense of familiarity and comfort. Signals confidence. When done appropriately, touch shows that you're self-assured and emotionally present. It communicates comfort with intimacy, a trait women find highly attractive. Activates emotional memory. Touch creates lasting impressions. People often remember how someone made them feel more than what they said. Think of a time when someone touched your arm lightly while telling a story, or brushed your hand while handing you something. That small gesture probably lingered in your mind far longer than the conversation itself. That's the power of touch. The secret to attraction isn't in the words you say, but in how you make her feel, both emotionally and physically. When used with respect and intention, touch bridges the gap between casual and deeply personal, leaving a lasting impact. 3. The rules of touch. Mastering touch is about subtlety, awareness, and timing. Follow these essential rules to ensure your actions create attraction rather than discomfort. 1. Start light. Begin with casual, non-intrusive touches, such as brushing a hand while handing something, or briefly touching a shoulder during a shared laugh. These gestures feel natural and help establish comfort without crossing boundaries. They may feel natural and help establish comfort without crossing boundaries. 2. Observe body language. Pay attention to how she reacts. Positive signals include leaning toward you, smiling, prolonged eye contact, or mirroring your movements. If she pulls back, avoids eye contact, or seems tense, step back and give her space. 3. Timing is everything. Touch should flow naturally in the moment. For example, a light touch on her arm during laughter or while emphasizing a point in a story feels spontaneous. Avoid overthinking or rushing. A well-timed touch carries more impact than repeated attempts. Common mistakes to avoid. Señor. 1. Being too touchy, too soon. Initiating touch too early in the interaction can come off as invasive or overly forward. Build emotional rapport first. 2. Ignoring her comfort cues. If her body language suggests discomfort, leaning away, crossing arms, respect her boundaries immediately. 3. Trying to make every touch overly intimate. Not every touch needs to be significant. Focus on building trust and comfort first. Intimacy grows naturally over time. Think of touch like seasoning a dish. A little at the right time enhances the experience, but too much can ruin it. Let touch complement your interaction, not dominate it. Touching with intention, awareness, and respect will elevate your connection. It's about creating a sense of trust and comfort that invites her to feel closer to you. Pay attention to how she reacts. Positive signals include leaning toward you, smiling, prolonged eye contact, or mirroring your movements. Or hidden touch points that spark attraction. Speaking first. 1. The back of her hand. During casual moments, lightly brush or touch the back of her hand while sharing a laugh or handing her something, such as a drink or an object. Use this as a natural way to establish a connection without overwhelming her personal space. This gesture is non-threatening and conveys focused attention, signaling respect and warmth. It subtly initiates physical connection, paving the way for deeper interactions. While handing her a book, you say, "I think you'll really enjoy this," and let your fingers lightly graze hers. 2. The small of her back. Place your hand lightly on the small of her back to guide her through a crowd, help her step forward, or lead her into a room. This touch should feel protective and intentional without lingering too long. This gesture demonstrates confidence and a sense of protectiveness, traits that women often find reassuring and attractive. It creates a brief moment of physical closeness without crossing personal boundaries. While walking into a busy cafe, gently guide her forward with your hand on her back, saying, "This way, it's less crowded." 3. Her shoulder or upper arm. Briefly touch her shoulder or upper arm during a moment of laughter, while making a point or when emphasizing encouragement. Keep the touch light and quick, making it feel natural and friendly. This touch creates camaraderie and signals interest in a way that feels playful and engaging, non-intimidating, and leaves room for her to reciprocate if she feels comfortable. While sharing a funny story, lightly touch her shoulder as you laugh together, saying, "I swear, that's exactly what happened." 4. Her lower arm or wrist. During a heartfelt or meaningful conversation, lightly touch her wrist as you make a significant point. Ensure the gesture flows naturally and doesn't feel overly calculated. The lower arm and wrist are sensitive areas, making this a subtle yet intimate touch that draws her attention. It signals vulnerability and emotional connection without feeling overwhelming. 5. Her cheek or face. Once there's established rapport and mutual comfort, gently brush her cheek or tuck her hair behind her ear. This should be done with care and confidence, creating a tender and memorable moment. The face is an intimate and sensitive area, and this gesture conveys affection, connection, and a deeper level of attraction. It signals trust and closeness, often leaving a lasting emotional impression. While complimenting her, gently tuck a strand of her hair behind her ear and say, "You have the most incredible smile." Each of these touch points offers a unique way to create intimacy and connection without feeling intrusive. The secret lies in reading her comfort level and letting your gestures feel natural and confident. 5. Emotional awareness and timing. Key point. 1. Pay attention to her mood and energy. Before initiating touch, tune into her emotional state. Is she relaxed, engaged, or slightly guarded? Her mood will dictate whether physical touch is welcome and appropriate. 2. Build emotional connection first. Use meaningful conversation and sustained eye contact to create a sense of trust and comfort. Emotional rapport lays the foundation for physical connection. 3. Practice patience. Don't force physical touch if the emotional vibe isn't aligned. Attraction grows naturally when comfort and trust are established. Small, intentional gestures at the right moment are far more effective than rushed or excessive contact. Imagine you're having a deep conversation, and she shares a personal story about her childhood. As she speaks, you listen attentively, maintaining soft eye contact. When she pauses or expresses vulnerability, you lightly place your hand on hers for a brief moment and say, "That's really meaningful. Thank you for sharing." This gesture isn't just physical, it's an emotional acknowledgement, making her feel seen and supported. Emotional awareness shows that you're present and respectful of her feelings, which enhances trust and deepens attraction. Well-timed, genuine touches amplify emotional intimacy without feeling forced or rehearsed. Physical attraction isn't just about touch. It's about timing, understanding, and emotional alignment. When you approach touch with awareness and patience, it becomes a powerful tool for connection. 6. Conclusion and call to action. Subtle and intentional touch is a powerful way to build trust, comfort, and attraction. Master the 5 touch points. 1. Back of her hand. Light, casual, and engaging. 2. Small in her back. Protective and confident. 3. Shoulder or upper arm. Playful and friendly. 4. Lower arm or wrist. Intimate and intriguing. 5. Cheek or face. Deeply personal and affectionate. Remember that emotional awareness and timing are just as critical as the gesture itself. Final thought. Physical touch is more than just a gesture. It's a bridge to emotional connection. When combined with confidence, respect, and understanding, it becomes a powerful tool to create lasting chemistry. Approach touch with intention, and you'll see how it can transform your interaction. If these tips resonated with you, hit the like